We play.
We fight.
We conquer.
Welcome to the Freak Show. I am your host, Bumpy McSquigums. Today, I get to dive in and begin my coverage of Disciples Liberation in earnest. It is by Frima Studio and Calypso Media, releasing on October 21st, 2021. You guys will be able to grab it and play it and enjoy it. A big shout out and a thank you to Calypso Media for hooking me up with a code for this. And not only that, but if you guys come to my live stream on October 21st, 2021, and it will be at 2 p.m. Eastern. I don't know if I'm going to do the giveaway right then, but that's when my stream is going to start. I am going to be giving away a code for this game on that date, so you guys can come join and enjoy. So I should be streaming on both YouTube and Twitch. So show up, and I'm not sure how exactly I'll do it. I'll probably do some sort of random number generation or some such nonsense. We'll see. Either way, folks, yeah, maybe I'll do a trivia question or something. Who knows? But show up, be prepared, and it'll be a Steam code for the game. So if you guys are eager and excited and want to play it, and you want to get your hands on it, and you maybe want to win, show up to the live stream. Anyway, I'm going to stop talking. We're going to start playing. I'm going to dive in. Just real quick, on the live stream, not sure exactly what we're going to be doing in Disciples Liberation, but we'll be doing something. Maybe we'll have a side game going, and we'll just hop in and play for a little bit and just have some fun. I don't know. Maybe we'll do some multiplayer. Either way, we'll see. We'll see. Anyway, begin!
It is a time between times. For epochs, Nevendar's disciples have been victims of the whims of divinity. The people suffer. They fight. They die and are reborn to fight and die again. But the era of gods is ending. Their twin chains of chaos and cruelty will break. Fearing the dawn of this final age, the people turn to their gods once more. They find no answers. Fear becomes paranoia. Paranoia becomes rage, and rage brings war with it. But war cannot stop the liberation of Nevendar. Even now, its unlikely savior awakens to her fate. What she does next will shape the future of the world.
Well, there you have it. Let's get into it. I'm ready. You return from your lookout to the sewers below the Church of St. Darchild. Orion, your best friend, lay asleep. Were it not for his snoring, you'd think his motionless body dead. Now, if you guys were here as part of the live stream when I got access to the closed beta, this will look very familiar, but we're going to be diving in. We're going to be focused a bit more on the game itself, so I'm pretty excited and eager. Let's do this thing.
Ori, you all right?
Oh, yes.
What? Oh, Avi, I thought you were a church guard.
I don't know what's worse, your snoring or this stench. How can you sleep down here?
It's a gift.
I can sleep and drink anywhere. It's a gift.
Okay.
What time is it?
You think a moment before continuing.
Just past twilight. The priest's holy hands have gone, leaving 3 unaccounted for that I've seen.
Right. Well, how are we going to do this?
All right, dialogue choices, ladies and gentlemen. You decide what Aviana says to other characters. Each choice has an icon that will give a clue about what Aviana might say next. Ask a question, ? Attempt to be romantic with another character is the heart. Stop the conversation and attack the other character. Okay. It's the crossed swords. Offer to let the other character join your cause. All right, plus to a person. I like it. An attempt to scorn, yell, intimidate, or threaten another character. Then the converse to that is reason with, console, compliment, or be kind to another character. And then choose an unpredictable Aviana-like line that does not fit into the above scenarios. So we got, it looks like horns, a halo, and then wings. And then finally lie. And it says forked tongue coming out of a mouth there. The success of the lie is not guaranteed. Choices can have a major impact on the story and the ending of the game. There are no bad choices, though. Feel free to roleplay Aviana as you wish. Alright.
Kill the priest, I mean.
Maybe it's Aviana? Aviana. I have some questions.
I need to talk this out first.
Sure.
Of course.
Who exactly is this priest?
What do we know about this priest?
Let's see.
Orion pulls out the contract and reads it aloud.
Sebastian, enemy of the Vale and Empire, has taken his royal guard and
You lean in and take a look.
Occupied.
Right. Has taken his royal guard and occupied the sacred church of Saint Darchild. Well, he sure sounds evil enough.
Sure. Okay, and what are we doing again?
Let's go over what we know so far.
Smart. We're mercenaries. I'm your best friend, Orion.
Sup, Ori?
Stop joking, Ori.
Sorry, but what is there to say? All I know is the contract to kill the priest pays more than we'd make in a lifetime, and now we're in the sewers under his church waiting for the guards to go to sleep.
That makes sense. And what would you do?
I'm always coming up with the plans. It wouldn't kill you to think of one once in a while.
I mean, we're not going to do that, probably, but yeah, maybe.
My plan is to follow your lead. That's been my plan since we were kids. Hasn't failed me yet.
All right. You give him the look you've given him so many times before.
Fine. I guess I could distract the guards while you go for the priest.
That's all for now.
There's only one way to do this right.
Agreed. What is it?
Agreed. No witnesses, kill everyone. Be stealthy and kill only him, or we go with your plan. Nah, no witnesses, we kill everyone.
We know the Church of St. Darchild is always guarded, even at night. We have to go in and kill everyone.
It's fair. It's fair. Like, I mean, you got it, right?
The contract didn't say anything about guards.
Well, I mean,
If they see our
fair.
faces, the Empire will hunt us and our families.
See?
Ori, we have to be thorough.
We can't let him live. It's just against our policy. You've known Orion long enough to know what he's really thinking.
You seem nervous.
We've done a lot of contracts, but killing's never easy. So, yes, I'm nervous. Aren't you?
Regret later, act now. Of course I'm nervous. We have no choice. We're doing the right thing. Regret later, act now. That's my saying.
What do we always say?
Regret later, act now.
Yeah.
That's right. So we go in there, take care of the priest, the guards, and any other witnesses, then we get out. Simple as that.
Sounds like a plan to me.
Simple as that.
Simple as that. Companions, Orion. Calling Orion morally gray might be an understatement, but so would be calling him loyal. Growing up youngest in his large, loving family, it was hard for him to leave the Lows, but to stay would mean abandoning Aviana, which he'd never do. He made a pledge to get her out of trouble, and into it, and it's a pledge he intends to honor until his dying breath. All right, I'm here for it. All right, find the priest. We can zoom out just a bit, not like extremely far. If we hold down the left alt key, we get to see little glowy bits. Anything that we need to pick up will be there. WASD will not move us or the camera while we're in a mode like this. So I know we're in the sewers, but what is this stuff? I'm not sure, but the stink is definitely worse than usual. All right, well, clearly there's a guard there, and unfortunately, it looks like we're going to have to be doing a battelle. We'll just walk around. We'll look at this weird green thing that's clearly alive. It doesn't seem real kosher. We're just going to try to walk past.
Impure. His eye sees all.
Well, you don't, because look at that helmet. Oh, no! Whatever will I do? Oh, you don't even let me play around at all? All right. Yeah, of course, they're going to give you the tutorialization. Kind of teach you what you got to do, and I appreciate that. I respect it. I think it's a good call. All right, let's ready up. All right. Battle strategy, action points. Units have up to 3 different types of action points. Now, this is a very interesting system. I like it. It seems potentially problematic at times, but it also gives you units that might be a little bit more specialized into doing more combat-oriented things versus doing movement and combat, or even like defensive stuff, or whatever the case is. So I like that they've diversified a bit on the actual action points instead of just a generic action point, or movement point, this gives you a little bit to play around with, and I think it's cool. I think it's a very interesting idea, and I'm very curious to see how it all plays out as we go through. I have high hopes for this, so we'll see. All right, so action points. The blue ones can be used by a unit to move the same number of tiles as their movement stat. The red can be used by a unit to perform an ability, and then the gold can be used either as a move or an ability. Any remaining AP at the end of the unit's turn will heal that unit up for 10% of their total HP. In addition, it grants plus 22 initiative until next turn. Grants protected. Now this is the blue one. The red one grants protected until next turn. And the gold grants both initiative and protected until next turn. So very important to utilize even your holding back of your action points. I think it's, like I said, I think this is a really, really cool system that they've worked up. I really need to see it in action a bit more, but I really, really like just trying to change it up, you know. Don't just conform to the norms. Say, hey, I like this system. I think I can do it better. Here's my take on it. So we'll see. Manage your AP wisely each turn, but also pay attention to the AP of the opposing units in order to make the best tactical decisions. All right, and here we are. I believe we can move around with WASD. We can indeed. We are WASD-terrific. Does not look like I can pan. If I use the middle mouse, I can't do it that way. If I right-click, I can't do it that way. If I left-click, I guess I'm moving. That was not really the plan there. I'm just seeing if I can move the camera at all with the mouse while we're in this. It doesn't seem to be so. The battle begins, but a master strategist knows when to attack and when to wait. Though you expend an action point, you could have decided to wait, delaying your turn until the end of the round. In that case, you allow the enemy to exhaust themselves by drawing them towards you, thus giving you the perfect opportunity to strike. You can also end a unit's turn without expending their action points. Each unspent action point will restore 10% of the unit's health. Timing is everything. Okay. So I believe I read that wrong the first time through, thinking that when you wait, you used an action point, and that is not how it works. You know, I think I'm fine. I think I'm going to end his turn in there. Well, I don't want to end turn, do I? We'll go...
Mounting an offensive.
Okay, that's not exactly what I had in mind.
Holding the line.
Mistakes were made. Mistakes were definitely made, but I think I can still recover from
Pressing
this.
the enemy.
I hit tab thinking that's how you switch between characters, but it is legit a turn order. You can't be like, oh, I'm fine with you, and then go on to the next. So, yeah. Alright. So what I think I'm going to do is I'm going to move... Maybe I'm just going to straight attack you in the face twice.
You mess with Abby, you mess with me.
There we go. Just a quick double face slap for you know, no other reason than I could. And then yeah, I'll just hit him in the noggin. There we go.
We make our stand here.
Now they have only got one attack each. They could move,
victorious.
but they also got to get a little bit of a heal. Now they're flanking me.
No surrender.
So this is going to be slightly ungood for my overall health.
Feel my blades bite.
I am actually going to move here.
I'll sneak past them.
We make our stand here.
All right, they're getting a free attack off. That's fine. We're going to go ahead and swing on them. And then I dare say I'm going to move all the way into this corner. I'm going to see what happens. He should not be able to reach me, and he's invisible, I think. Yeah, okay. I read that correctly, and we get to go first.
Feel the snake bite.
Take him
I
down.
think we're getting good at this.
And then, once again, position myself into the side, and we're going to utilize flanking as best we can.
Move out.
So we're going to move up, and we are going to noggin knock him. What's this called? Commanding strike.
There will be no surrender.
A little bit of back and forth there. We'll do a little double backstab action.
Abby, you mess with me.
Actually, I think I'm going to do no, I'll do a
Feel
double
the snake
backstab.
bite. Holding the line.
Okay, you're going to hit me. I am going to literally just end the turn. Get some of my HP back. And
Feel my blades bite.
there we go. We're going to end our turn. And this should be it.
Face your death. Meet your fate.
About the best I could do with messing up at the beginning there. So we were able to farm back a little bit of our HP that was missing, and hopefully that'll carry the day. But we'll see. We got 625 gold, 120 experience each. Looks like we're on our way to the next level. So I like it so far. The High Father.
The sewers clearly aren't as safe as we thought they'd be.
We'll fight our way through, just like we planned.
Indeed. All right. So we got the new spell, Solinol's Mist. Now, if I recall correctly, which I do not recall correctly, I believe we can do stuff in the inventory, and we can equip spells and all sorts of stuff. So, this is Aviana's inventory. Here you can equip various spoils collected during your adventures. Items are organized based on types, such as helmets, weapons, or emotion shards. Each is also classified by its rarity: common, rare, epic, and legendary. Legendary items are unique and especially powerful, but also more difficult to find. Highlighting each item here will reveal its stats. Be sure to check the inventory often. Equipping the best gear is key to dominating the battlefield. Alright, so we're going to go into the spell book. Spell research. Learn new spells by finding scrolls. Each spell scroll that you find allows you to research the associated spell later. Spells can only be used by Aviana. They are divided into 4 tiers, with tier 4 being the most powerful. Makes sense. In order to use the most powerful spells, you will need to invest skill points in a skill tree. Spells turn the tide of battle. Do not underestimate them. Alright. So I believe we learned Solinol's Mist. Rains down the waters of the life stream, healing 25% of an ally's max HP. Grants regen to the target. So super important. Quick cast there, and I think there's a way to do something else. Can't remember. It seems like we've got it, though. Alright, and I don't believe there's any other items in the inventory. I will say with a fair amount of certainty that I do prefer seeing our entire inventory not attached to an item slot. That's one thing I might have done differently if I had been given the choice, but that's okay. Squad menu. Companions can equip weapons and emotion shards. Regular units can wear emotion shards only. If a unit dies, the emotion shard equipped will be returned to your inventory, so do not hesitate to equip them. You can equip units and companions by inspecting them via the squad menu. Alright, so actually I think I'm gonna maybe sit back a little bit more with our folk. I mean, sometimes it'll make sense to go forward, and we'll probably change that if we get the opportunity to, like, face off against a ranged character, for instance. The back line, the way they've done it, I actually do like it a lot. Well, we'll see how it goes. Alright, it looks like we can't get through this, at least not yet. So we're going to continue our adventure over this way, and post-encounter healing. During that fight, some of your units lost HP, their health. To replenish their health, you will need to either use healing spells during combat or interact with the health fountain. I'll say faction, I don't know why. Health fountains can be found across the world, both inside and outside. Alright, we shall interact. I don't know if it's just a one-time use thing. It looks like it might be. Okay, that must have triggered the thing on the other side. There does not seem to be any way to rotate the camera. So we are tied into the view that we have right here. It looks like there's a little hotkey button at the bottom right there that we can use if we want to open up menus and such with our mouse. And it looks like we have upset some folks. Alright, let us do battle. We have an Arcanist and we have a soldier. So this looks like this is definitely a ranged character. And it's not oh, it says I can edit. Okay. I say it was not letting me maneuver. I definitely think we're going to want to be on the front lines for this to close with the big bad as soon as possible. Alright, let's ready up and get after it. I'm going to go invisible.
Feel the snake's bite!
I shall feel the snake's bite.
I'll sneak past them.
Gonna get up there and done. I am going to wait Again, I would maybe switch weight with spacebar. And then end turn could be tab is fine. Control just feels weird.
Mounting an offensive.
Yeah, these are all small little things that I might, well, that I do recommend. Some dark missiles are coming our way.
Let's
I'm gonna
move.
roll out on you and take a big old swing.
Die. Ha.
Boom. Alright, we should be able to go now. I was really hoping to be able to get into a flanking position, but
Feel the snake's bite.
I think I just need to get the double swing instead.
Feel my blades bite.
Move
Alright,
out.
gonna move here, and now we're in
You're
flanking, and it
mine.
should be enough. Down he
Alien
goes.
forever.
Glory
Hopefully,
and honor.
oh, no, this is
Wear
fine.
them down.
Wait, he moved into our flank?
How?
That's not real smart, dude. What are you
You
doing?
mess with Abby, you mess with me.
You got 80% power
Feel the
boost
snake's bite.
because of the, I can only assume the flanking. So at this point, what I'd like to do is open up my spell book and
That's
throw a heal on myself. Get a little bit of regen going too. And just kind of chill.
On the offensive.
It's fine. Oh, okay, I understand. I'm like, wait. I'm going to actually
Feel my
stealth
blades
and attack
bite.
just to see how much damage this does. It's enough to take him down. Oh, I kind of wish I would have waited now.
Feel
Sorry.
the snake's bite. I think we're getting good at this.
There we are. Not too bad, and it looks like she was more or less full health, so I'll take it. All seems fine to me. So what are you going to do with your cut of the money? Build a home, something safe, something quiet. Sounds fun. Please tell me when this is over we're still going to the pub. Ori, seriously, we always go to the pub. Alright, and it looks like maybe some spooky times up ahead of us here. Definitely some undead minions, and you guys know how much I like undead minions. So let's get into battle with these guys. I would say that they seem very melee focused. So let's edit us up once again. Save that up, and let's get to it. So, I like the story-driven, kind of controlling one character. I mean, it's always been kind of that way a little bit, like with the start of Disciples 3. And here's something that we're not going to quite get into yet, but they've taken kind of, a lot of the combat cues and stuff from Disciples 3, but they also added some stuff from Disciples 1 and 2. So people should be pretty interested in seeing how this all plays together. I know I'm definitely interested. But we really kind of have to wait and see. You know what? I think I'm going to... Speaking of waiting and seeing, I think I'm going to do just that. Let the zomboloids come a little bit closer here. Look at him. Look at him. Look at his face. He's adorable. Weird, I can only rotate a little bit. I would have expected 360 rotation. It's all good, though. Alright, let's
You
hit
mess
that.
with Abby, you mess with me.
Can I still... Yes,
Now
I
you
can.
see me?
Now you see me, and now we're in place. Alright, so now we're going to move here.
Move out.
And what we're going to do is we're going to use our whirlwind clearing strike here. And we also got a flanking bonus, which is beautiful.
You're done.
So we should do more damage to him than to the other guy. I don't know if that actually happened, but you would think it would. Alright, let's go
Feel
after
the
this
snake's
guy.
bite.
Big old, ooh, that was a big hit.
Feel the snake's bite.
Big old double strike there, and we take down
Stand
one of the
down.
enemies, because of course
Meet
we do.
your fate.
I'm going to say... I want to try to find a spot where he is going to be, like, most likely to
Move
go.
out.
Let's move here and see. I want him between the two of them. See if we can get him into flanking. No, he's being smart. Oh, belching rot. That seems ungood. Ew. Not cool, man.
I'll
All right,
sneak past them.
we're going to get ourselves into
Feel my blade
flanking
bite.
position.
Face your death.
And since we are now focused, or the focal point of his attacks, We don't need to move at this point, so, and I probably didn't need to move last time, but it's all good. We're going to go ahead and end the turn, get 10% of our HP back. He's going to punch us in the face. Y'all be like, I'm going to hit you! And then he's going to get a little bit of his health back, too. But we're in position now.
Feel the snake's bite!
And, yeah, we're gonna leave
Feel
a
the
little bit
snake's
of
bite.
damage up on this
You mess
guy.
with
Ooh,
Abby,
we crit.
you mess with me!
Very nice. Alright, so a bunch of cash monies, more experience. Simple and easy. Sweet, sweet, nice styles with a Z. Let's get some treasure chests going on here. Equipment. You got a new piece of equipment. We got the Sword of the Lost Guard. Or Last Guard or something. You can equip it by going to the inventory menu. Aviana can equip weapons, armor, and emotion shards. Alright. Let's go to the character screen. Yeah. All right, we have a mercenary short sword. It's got +7 to power. The Sword of the Lost Guard is 7 to power and 7 to HP. We're going to switch that on over. And then if we were to go to units, we could take a look at Orion here. And you see that Orion's got a +1 to dexterity, +7 to power. So it's a little bit better. This weapon is restricted to a specific character. It's the Assassin's Twin Daggers. Now, I know some folks asked me while we were doing the live stream, and I will do my best to answer here. It does not appear that, like, you may, quote-unquote, dual wield, but it's still going to be one weapon that might be, like, daggers, for instance. So you're not going to be able to have two different types of weapons. There's not like this is a weapon slot, and this is a shield or another weapon slot. This is a weapon slot, this is an emotion shard slot, so... I don't know what emotion shards are just yet, so that's kind of a thing. I mean, the chest is there. Can I not? I mean, I guess it opened up when I defeated those guys, maybe? Who knows? Who can say? We're going to go a little bit longer, and then we're going to break off this first episode. And we're going to probably be doing daily episodes until, well, I mean, the game's going to come out, and I plan to continue beyond just the game releasing, but we're going to continue to do daily episodes up into release, and then, you know, probably, you know, slick it back just a little bit, just trim it back a little, maybe every couple days or something like that, because I'm definitely eager to see how this one all plays. All right, so we got ourselves another one of these, and it looks like there's just a rando box in here. Treasure chest with the leather armor. Alright, I'm here for it. Okay, currently we have mercenary breastplate +1 to constitution, +3 to constitution, and 15 to mana. The leather armor. Somehow, it looks like the breastplate would be better, but I suppose not. Alright. Well, before we go in and challenge the priest and all that, we go upstairs and we do that. We're going to break out the first episode right here, guys and gals. Hope you guys enjoyed. There's, like I said, there's going to be plenty more of Disciples coming on to the channel. So if you guys like what you see, stick around the channel. You'll see more. Do the YouTube stuff. Subscribe, share, all that stuff. And if you want more information about the game, where to get the game information on the developer, any of that stuff, make sure you check down below in the description of the video. There'll be various links with all that information there for you. And don't forget to show up on October 21st, 2021 at 2 p.m. Eastern. And sometime throughout that live stream, I will be giving away a code for this game on Steam. Big shout out and a thank you once again to Calypso Media for hooking me up and hopefully hooking one of you all up. And until the very next episode, I've been your host, Bumpy McSquigums. Thank you so much for stopping by the Freak Show. We play, we fight, we conquer.